Universal Unitarian, no more wonderful God have we known, never no heart cast in stone. We accept our brothers and sisters for who they are, and the journeys that we've made to outstretched arms that welcome our ideas as such, swift and unerring is the love in their touch. And we thank you, Shelter Rock, and all that you hold, and the quality of your lives and the gift of your souls, that no one would walk alone lest we falter. This for our sins we must atone. Universal Unitarian, Unitarian Universalist, one and the same, always one and the same. We are thankful to all the Unitarians at Shelter Rock. We present New York, New York, the tribute, as it was shown September 23rd, 2007, the Unitarian Universalist congregation at Shelter Rock in Manhasset, Long Island, New York.
New York, New York. Some came for gold in the streets, but found cobblestones beneath their feet, but stayed for the merriment and the chance to be among the free in New York, New York. We have journeyed to the shore, whether a dock for the poor or the yachts of the Hudson. The panorama of an immigrant's dreams can still be seen in buildings and memories in New York, New York. $1 for a table in restaurants' finest may be enabled by bootleg beer, but don't stare, because he may be one of gangland's finest in New York, New York. Where the steeplejacks were unafraid as the skyscrapers they laid, with concrete and ash, the streets only a splash of sunlight from the heights of New York, New York. And the Empire State, for so many years the greatest of the tall, and the Woolworth and towers along, the shadow that was cast over the empire of New York, New York. And maybe from their rafters some investors took their disasters to plummet to the street when the stock market could not compete. Its lofty mission and assignment, and the ruins set the climate for New York, New York. And the babe hit the home runs that seemed to touch the sun as the beloved Bombers completed their World Series sweeps for New York, New York. So what would you seek from our beloved streets as a tourist? You would stare with the wonder and the care of a child on the streets of some animated cartoon scene, but you're only in New York, New York. And sometimes we are kinder, but many times rough. Bulging arms are bare-belly guts. In newsstands of old, the papers and magazines sold, while a beggar nearby waves a cane and cries for $1. But we don't sympathize, because he belongs to New York, New York. No postcard could be better than the weathered face and letter that resides in a museum, or on Broadway you may see them, but we live in our own bosom, downtown in New York, New York. Piers where possibly pirate ships embarked on their journeys to plunder and steal, their loot now concealed as artifacts in the vaults of New York, New York. that wherever you journey when you return home, take along a part of New York, New York. Perhaps on a postcard or a banner, or a bottle of vintage wine, or memories and pictures of the pubs in which you dined, or perhaps the tears that fell with devastation, the towers that we lost, and hearts torn apart in New York, New York, or even strangers' embrace at the crashed site, so sacred as the sanctity of Trinity Church, or the stones left in a lurch, one on top of another, in the streets of our beloved New York, New York, where the brave still stand, their helmets in hand, and the lives that they saved while theirs were destined to a grave in the grounds of the warriors, in the shadow of the towers in New York, New York, where never an earthen cry could have been denied as the fighters of fire and the guardians of the streets gave their lives for us all. And we cried in New York, New York. For what city would remain to stand, our liberty statue at hand, in the harbor of our worth? We cling to our earth, where the relics may remain under the asphalt and the rain, that bury the cares of New York, New York. And our loves we hold dear, from the terraces we stare, in some dance hall would we reminisce, and seek the softest of kiss from the one to whom we cling, who entwined with our souls helped us to keep control of the anger and the wrath, of the tragedy in our path, in New York, New York. As our dead architects still sing their genius and remembrances from our New York, New York. So what can we give to our tourists who would leave but these memories of our city indeed? And a chirping bird sings on falcon wings from the tallest of the tall, of mountains made of stone, where the resilient make their home in our New York, New York.